Ũngĩenda mwathi Jesũ akurute rũkũngũ-inĩ, akũige handũ igũrũ rĩanĩre na nene, akwĩrathimĩre thũ ciaku igegeage, kenerera kĩrathimo gĩakwa na worathimwo. Arata no mariũrania thũ nacio no cirĩũria, karĩ Ngai ũrĩkũ ũnjereire ihinda rĩrĩ? Tumũra kanua mere-inĩ Ngai ũrĩa wa ma, ũrĩa ũtacenjagia na ndarĩ agacenjia. Roho ũrĩa wa Kaini, roho ũrĩa wa Penina, ũcio ndũrĩ wa kĩhera no ũraceracera. Ndeithia kũũkũrana mũtũrĩre-inĩ ũyũ, ngũranage arata na thũ mũtũrĩre-inĩ. Saseni, mambo, mko poa? How are you? Greetings. Wow. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Samilah. It's about 11 p.m. at night. It's pretty cold. I think it's 22 degrees at this moment. Yeah, but because I've been postponing on shooting this video, I decided, let me do it today. So that's why I'm shooting it at this moment. I've been busy for a while, and for a long time I've not posted any video on my YouTube channel, but I believe I'm back. I'll be posting, I'll be talking about you see those things that majority are afraid to say, but not they're afraid to tell the truth. They're afraid to hurt their friends, because when you tell them the truth, maybe they'll hate you. But for me, I feel it's the moment I talk the truth here. I know when you talk the truth, haters and friends are in equal measure, but that's okay. At the end of the day, somebody somewhere will have a take home. Yeah. So, welcome to my channel once again. If you are a new subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch, comment. I mean, leave a positive comment. If you are a return subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate your contribution on my channel. In short, I'm grateful. Yeah. So today we are talking about toxic friends. Yes, toxic friends. Those are the kind of friends who have nothing to say about you. And if they have something, it must be a negative thing. So they'll just compliment you. Most of the time, they'll compliment you in a very mean way or a weird way, for lack of better ones. If you dress well, they'll complain, or else they'll compliment you in a funny way. Okay, that outfit looks good, but now, for your body shape is a no. I mean, they just body shame you in your presence, and still you keep on keeping them. Number one. Okay, every time you get a new job, you just make a call to them, because of course you feel like they're your friends. And then you're like, oh, hi, so and so. I got I got a new job. And then she's like, now what's so why are you so happy about the job? Why do you need a lot of money? I thought you had a new job, you had a good job. Why do you keep on jumping from this job to the other? And then you're like, oh, I thought she was happy for me. But because you don't want to lose the friend, you just compose yourself. Yet you're burning inside. Yeah, so if you happen to migrate from your place to a different location, you just make a call or just invite them to your place, and then she'll be like, ah, it's a nice environment, but me, I don't love living under the trees. I love the place is too cold. I mean, I don't like that kind of environment. Yeah. Every time maybe you change the children to a different school and then you happen to mention it to her or him, they're like, ah, by the way, you see that category of schools, it's not my taste. Yeah. If you happen to introduce them to your husband, they're like, ah, he's a nice guy, he's nice looking, but I don't love short men. You're like, I, kwani walks the problem, but you don't want to lose the friend. So you keep on burning inside, but you don't want to lose the friend. Every time, maybe let's say you buy a new car and then you mention it, or maybe you just call as your friend, oh, I've bought a new car. And then she's like, why are you screaming? As if, anyway, what's the difference between that big machine and the Pro Box? After all, it covers the same distance. Sigari ni gari tu, bora ufike. And you're like, oh. But still, you keep the friend because you don't want to hurt them. Yeah, so sometimes you just go to a salon, you make your hair a very nice style, and then you meet on the way or maybe in the office sometime, and then they're like, ah, that hairstyle, it's a nice one. But the shape of your hand, no, is a no, 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 it doesn't suit you at all. And still, you wonder what's wrong with this friend of mine. But still, you keep them, you don't want to lose them. Yeah, so every time she keep on, she keep on, like, it's like, she's good at embarrassing you, good at criticizing you, but in a very negative way. Guess what? Sometimes those kind of people, even if you lie flat on the floor, for them to step on you, they'll still complain you are not flat enough. If you happen to sing a song and then they'll be like, ah, okay, fine, it's a hit song, but your mother tongue, you have sung well, but your mother tongue betrays you now, and you keep wondering what's wrong with me. And sometimes those people make you feel as if you're not worth, and then by the way, sometimes you end up losing your self-esteem. So I still pose a question to you. What kind of a friend are you? And what kind of friends do you have? Because what I know, if you happen to hang around with 5 people with a certain character, you become the sixth person by default. That's when it happens automatically. Yeah, that's what I believe. And most of people goes to an extra mile to please their friends. They don't want their friends to get mad at them. But the question is, are you happy yourself? Or you are just putting a plastic smile to please others? As for me, I don't even care much about others' opinion because I learned that even if you are good, some people, even if you try to be good to them, they'll still complain. Even if you lie flat for them to step on you, they will still complain you're not flat enough. From my own school of life and understanding, reading from my own book, um, I decided to live my life because I automatically cut my friends off every time I feel that you are trying to misuse me, or maybe you are just misusing my generosity, or you just take me for granted. So me, I no longer try to fit in. No, it's either we are together or we are not. Me, I don't like me. Okay, for me, I don't force issues. And every time I feel that I'm not happy, I have a voice to say no, that's too much. But before I learned that, it long for me to took long for me to believe some friends are not for keeping. By the way, some of friends are best when you meet on there. It's supposed to end in the either in the market, in the church, on the way, at workplace, but not to keep them as friends. So by the way, that's the bitter truth. And do you know majority of your friends hate you secretly? Do you know that? And do you know 80% of your friend love your money and not you? That means if you happen to lose your job, that's the end of your friendship. Some pretend to love you because you can take care of their baby, maybe when they're away. Some will keep you close because you're always available when they're in trouble. You lend them cash when they're in trouble, or maybe when they are in need and they don't even pay back, and you still keep them. Some want to be associated with you due to your status. Maybe you are a celebrity, or maybe you are a cool kid. Some would associate with you because you fuel your car and go for fun or picnics, and you pay for their bills. If you have 10 friends, only one of them is genuine. 9 of them are fake. A true friend will never love you for what you have, but who you are. She'll always cover your nakedness publicly and correct you behind the scenes. I will always call a spade and not a big spoon. Unfortunately, gone are the days we used to have real friends. What we have is a society full of self-centered, eagerly awaiting to celebrate your downfall, yet you call them friends. Friends who have no conscience, friends who are not emotional, intelligent, and still you keep them. I believe A true friend will always give you a shoulder to lean on no matter what. A true friend will give you a reason to put a smile on your face and a reason to live again. They'll protect your name publicly and rebuke you in private and not vice versa. True friend will notice your inner tears and pain without even telling them. They can read your body. They can read your body language. Unfortunately, we have friends who are best in tearing others apart, who feel that in order for them to go ahead of you, they should step on you, oppress you completely for them to feel happy. Do you have conscience? They are full of jealousy, betrayal, and mocking is what they love most. Bitterness remains their portion. By the way, I thought Cain, Judas, and Penina died. But the bitter truth is that the spirit is still active in our friends. Kikulacho kinguoni mwako. I never knew the deeper meaning of this. I now know your friends are your worst enemies. For example, if I've never met you, it's hard to give out any information in details about you. Most friends are very toxic. They leak every information to bloggers, to your haters, and your real enemies too. They shamelessly come back to tell you how people are talking about you. They are best in taking screenshots to support the same. I hate this kind of friends who always tell me about how others said about me, especially in my absence. The big question is, if you are a real friend, how do you know how my enemies were discussing about me? Why were they comfortable? Why were they comfortable to discuss about me in your presence? And what was your contribution on the same? I always remind them to just spare me the news. I'm not interested because at the end of the day, I will end up spending my day carrying a lot of trash in my heart. And which it doesn't have any value in my life. By the way, let's stop normalizing headaches from friends and learn to stand on our ground. Learn to say no. It's healthy to say no from friends. Learn to keep away from this kind of toxic friends. Learn to know your friends. Don't give anyone chance to misuse you, to take advantage of you, and you feel like don't lose that person. Before you feel that way, just sit back, call yourself a meeting and ask yourself, does this friendship add any value to me? Or is it full of pain? Does it add any value in my life? At the end of the day, what am I gaining from the friendship? What am I learning? By the way, my mom always tells me, if you happen to stay or maybe to sit with someone more than 5 minutes, or maybe to speak with someone, maybe for a while, what is your take home? Because sometimes we waste a lot of time discussing nonsense, discussing about others, yani, there's nothing positive out of that conversation. And then at the end of the day, you feel like you are guilty because if you're not used to that, you see, we have those people who are best at that. They call you for 1 hour to speak about other people, not business, no. They discuss about people. So for me, uh, I think my parting shot, because I can speak about friends, and this is through experience, by the way. I've seen a lot from friends. Friends are the people who can make you cut the onions. Well, yeah, as in you cry because you don't know who to trust, you don't know who is genuine, like you are confused, and sometimes you even end up hating. You can even hate everyone. You sometimes even you don't even understand. So for me, my parting shot today, I think it's not even parting shot. My prayer today, may God show me my friends. Let him. And I would like to know my friends because I already know my enemies. Yeah, that's my prayer. Let me know my enemies, my friends, because for my enemies, I already know them. Yeah, until next time, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to um, subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe for more stories, subscribe for more discussions, subscribe for more. I have a lot to talk about here. It's a lot. So, karibuni sana. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good night. Bye.